Look at the Forex price quotes. So when it comes to the Forex price code, we are basically looking at the difference between the two currencies that makes up our pair, right? So we are basically breaking down these currency pairs: GBP, USD, or maybe USD CAD, or maybe no, let me use GBP again. Let me use CAD CHF or USD JPY. Now we are going to be looking at these, breaking down these currency pairs. Now we look at these currency pairs. The Forex price code is simply making us to understand that these currency pairs, right, are a combination of two different currencies. Now, if this currency pair are a combination of two different currencies, but they have the same chart, the market is either going up or it's either going down. But now we have GBP USD. So if this market is going up, the question is it that GBP is buying or USD is buying? Because we made mention of the fact that it is a simultaneous buying. Forex trading is a simultaneous buying of one currency and selling of another, which therefore means that the two cannot be buying at the same time, or the two cannot be selling at the same time. So at this point, GBP USD. So why is it that GBP USD will either be going up or going down? Why is it that we don't have maybe like a two chart that maybe we'll say that, okay, USD is going up, then GBP is going its own way? Why? The Forex price code breaks that down for us and makes us understand that in every currency pair, we have what we call the base currency and the quote currency. For example, if we look at in the case of GBP USD, in this pair we have what we call the base currency and the quote currency, right? The base currency at any point in time, any day you come to your chart, the base currency is always going to be the one in front, while the quote currency is always going to be the one that follows, right? That's the first step. So if you look at these currency pairs, all of these ones like this are the base currencies, while these ones are the quote currencies, right? So we have the base currency and we have the quote currency. That's the first thing you should identify. So when you come to a chart, you want to understand, okay, which one is the base and which one is the quote. Now, why do we want to identify which one is the base and which one is the quote? Because this chart moves based off the base currency. I'll take it again. On every pair, right? On every pair, you have the base and you have the quote currency, right? Now, the base currencies are always going to be the ones in front. I'm going to add BTC USD, and I'm going to add XAU USD. What does that mean? It therefore means that if you come to a chart on BTC USD, this chart is representing the base currency, right? Which is BTC. Or this chart is going to be representing the base currency here, which is gold, because XAU is the symbol for gold, right? So the Forex price code is simply breaking down this for us and making us understand that on every chart you open, the chart is moving based off the base currency, which therefore means that if the chart is buying, which of the currencies are buying? Base currency. If the chart is selling, which of the currencies are selling? Now, I'll reverse that again. If the chart is selling or the chart is buying, right? Yes, the chart moves based off the base currency. This therefore means that if the chart is buying, the base currency will be buying. If the chart is selling, the base currency will be selling. But in a situation where we have the quote currency buying, what happens to the base currency? The base currency sells, right? Are we sure? Good. So in a situation where the quote currency is buying, the base currency will be selling. And if the quote currency is buying, automatically the base currency is selling. What happens to the chart? What happens to the chart? The chart is going to be selling. Why? It takes us back to the first point. The chart moves based off the base currency. You understand? The chart is moving based off the base currency, yes. But there are times where we're going to have maybe some fundamental events. For example, we have interest rate today. We have non-farm payroll, employment rate this Friday, which is the first Friday of the month. So if the employment rate comes out to be positive for USD, employment rate means that the level of employment increase in the US. If the level of employment increases in the US, what happens? It affects USD, right? Now it affects USD as a currency, right? It is affecting USD as a currency. It's not going to affect GBP USD. It's not going to affect USD CAD. It's going to affect USD. Now it is you as a trader to come back and link it to your chart. So you are coming back that, okay, the non-farm payroll is positive. The level of employment has increased. If the level of employment has increased in the US, what is going to happen to GBP USD? The level of employment has increased, which therefore means that USD is. So if USD is buying, automatically what happens to GBP? Simultaneously buying of one and selling of another. So if USD is buying, then you are selling GBP. Is that clear? You come now to this chart. What will you be doing on the chart for GBP USD? What will you be doing on the chart for USD CAD? Are we sure? Can you explain why you'll be buying? USD is the base and USD is buying, right? So this is basically what the Forex price code breaks down for us. So the first price code is simply giving you the difference between the base and the code currency, and how to actually understand them and relate them back to your chart. Is that clear?